Hey there, Patreon backers. It's time for another Scotch Shelf, and this time I want to show you a really cool game that's on my shelf, and that is the Batman Gotham City Mystery game. And this is a game that came out, oh gosh, maybe the early 2000s or so, but it's this really cool, it's a lot like Mr. X, but with Batman, but some neat twists to it. So in this game, they come with these really great little figures of Batman and Robin and Nightwing and Batgirl. So this is probably done around the time of No Man's Land, so probably the turn of the century, 2000 or so. And in the game, the heroes, one player is the villain, and the other are the heroes, so this can go up to 5 players. And in it, the villain is running his henchmen all around this really nicely painted board of Gotham City. So here we have this nice big board of Gotham City, and lots of the landmarks, if you know the comics, are in here. This is actually pretty accurate, even though it's an abbreviated version. And then the heroes start in the corners, and the villains, these minions, are kind of running around the board, and they are trying to get to these locations. And if they get into a location, they then can pick up an item, and the items are represented by these types of cards. But if the heroes manage to get to where the minion is and beat them up, they then can get these cards, and they go, and here's the really cool part of the game, is they put them into the Bat computer. So here is the Bat computer with some of these cards already in there, and you'll notice that each of the cards highlight a certain section, and they correspond to this chart of villains. And so the villain has picked a card, and they're trying to get all of these items. This is their objective, is to escape with all these items. But if the heroes get them, it's going to lead to the identity of who the villain is. And you'll notice there's actually a pretty cool selection. There's Joker and Harley and Mr. Freeze and Penguin, Poison Ivy, Ra's al Ghul, Catwoman, Scarecrow, Riddler, and Two-Face. So all the classic Bat foes are represented in the game. And they all have these really lovely painted cards. So there's Catwoman, and there's Ra's al Ghul, Two-Face, etc. You get the idea. And then there's little cards that the heroes can also get. They give them like temporary powers. So this is kind of a jumping ability. Here is, I guess, a bondage Robin ability. Some sort of bullhorn. It's been a long time since I've played this, so I don't remember what everything is. But everything is gorgeously illustrated, and a very cool idea, particularly this really neat Bat computer mechanism. So there you go. That is a quick look at the early 2000s Batman Gotham City Mystery game by Mattel. Thanks for looking.